So yeah, we'll just continue on. I'm not sure what that character is. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. So we'll take a look at this one here. We have a lot of these little mini transformers. Cool detail and paint on them all, so we'll take a look at them. I remember when I was a kid calling these micro machines, but I think micro machines are a different product completely, but I always called them that. I don't know what this line of transformers is called. I think I read somewhere online that they're called Legends, I think. Might be wrong. I'm sure you guys in the comments can tell me if I'm doing it wrong, if I'm saying it wrong, if, you know, what line these are from, maybe even the characters' names, because I don't know what character this is, but Decepticon of some sort. Looks cool though, and I have fond memories of transforming these little guys. Very fun to play with. But yeah, we'll continue on. So here we have an animated version of what I believe is Starscream. I think. Try and transform him here. I never really watched the animated series too much. I didn't like the art style. So I don't really remember too much or the character designs. I'm just going by the fact that it's a jet and the colors. I think this is Starscream. Might be wrong. I think it is. I'm sure everybody will school me in the comments of who this is and what animated series it was from. But I mean, it is definitely a unique design, which is cool. Here we have a little die-cast Bumblebee. Not sure what this was from. Here we have instructions, which is actually a spoiler, don't look at that. And here we have another little transformer. I'm not sure, we're missing a few things on top. I believe it had guns up here. It's a bit of a shame that we're missing that. Maybe they're in the box. Cool face. See if we can get it transformed. Pretty easy so far. Don't know this guy's name. I'm sure you guys probably do. Somebody does. You know, law of averages, somebody knows who this guy is. So please let me know. Let me know when this came out. I think it came out in the second movie. Revenge of the Fallen had a lot of toys. So I think it came out probably about then. And it's a shame we're missing the guns, because this does look quite a cool one. Although I must say, the head sculpt looks an awful lot like the Optimus Primal from Rise of the Beasts. It's very similar, very gorilla-like, but it looks cool, smart. I like these simple transforms. These are cool. Here we have another animated one, an Autobot of some sort. Green. I like the simplicity of these small transformers. There's no obscure transformation code. There's just literally just spinning things, popping them out of place. And I quite like them. I think they're nice in simplicity. Yeah, really cool actually. Let me know what this guy's name is. Here we have a little forklift, which I really like this design. I think this is one of the best designs for the construction transformers. I like the colors, and that I used to work in a warehouse a lot. I used to work at Amazon. We used to see these a lot, so it's kind of nostalgic for many ways in me. But I like this. I like the fact that the forklift arms become weapons, almost like a small sideswipe construction worker. Very easy to transform. Let's see if we can get his head up here. I think it just pops up. Yeah. Nice. So his arms are massive in comparison to him, but a really cool design. Almost Ratchet looking in the face. Very cool. I'd like to see more stuff like this. Here we have an actual Ratchet. Talking about Ratchet, we have a white version, which is more of the G1 colors, but it's the movie design. I really like the fact that they brought out these recolors to pander to the G1 fans. It's really cool. Nice detail, nice paint. Definitely got that Ratchet feel about him. Here we have the sword for Sentinel Prime, so that's cool. Now here we do have, I'm very sure that this one is Starscream. The other animated one, not so sure, but this does look like G1 Starscream. So if I'm wrong, let me know, yell at me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that this is the animated original Starscream. Definitely not the original toy, but here we have Jetfire. a lot of people didn't like Jetfire. Thought he was a bit over the top, but I think he was cool. I mean, he's a Blackbird. I don't think you can get a cooler jet design in a Transformer. And I remember playing with this a lot. I had a Optimus Prime of the same size, and this went on the back of that to have that combined look from the end of the movie. Not sure if we'll have that Optimus here, but we'll have a look. But yeah, so we've got the big one and we've got the small one. So that's a nice pairing, I think. That's really cool detail. The red eyes. That's cool. Definitely one of the better ones. So we have this Optimus. This is not the Optimus I was talking about. I don't know what movie this Optimus came from. I don't recognize it too much. Perhaps one of the newer ones? I don't know. It might be Dark at the Moon. I'm not sure because it is the original Bayverse design. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you know anything about these toys, when they came out, what movies, just let me know, because I'm genuinely interested to find out. Here we have the gun for Jazz, so that's great that we actually have him complete. If we can find the missile, we'll have it 100% complete, so we'll look for that. We have the swords for the big drift helicopter, so that's cool. And then we have the roof for the black Ironhide design from the movie. That's awesome. That is now complete, minus the missiles. Here we have small skids and barricade. I'm just going to start pairing them up a little bit just to get through it. But yeah, I remember the barricade one was pretty much my favourite mini. I think it looks really good, and the fact that it designs so easily, you know, it's really well designed to transform just at ease. It looks great. Head sculpt's really good on this, and you can tell who that is. There's no mistaking it. Skids here. He's another cool design. Very solid. You could put that in with a bunch of Hot Wheels, and honestly, it would fit in. A bit plasticky, but it would still fit in. You've got that big arm on one side, comic face. It's cool. I like the character personally. I think he looks funny. Here we have a small Brawl, I believe, with the blue colours, which I don't mind. Don't mind the blue colours. I think it looks cool. Again, very easy to transform back into the tank. I think these bits just fit together. Can I do this? Okay, it goes the other way. I say it's easy to transform and then I almost break it, so. Not very well illustrated by me, but here we have the tank, which looks awesome. Here we have one of the cannons for the Ironhide. Right, that you can see where the missiles would fire. I think this is a Bumblebee. Yeah. Again, I'm going to say this a lot this episode. I have no idea who these characters are or what shows, but some are recognizable. Here we have Blackout from, I think, the first movie, unless it's from the second movie. You know, I don't know. But he has the sand, almost beige color, probably khaki color. Nice and easy to transfer. I popped his leg off. Just pretend you guys didn't see that. We'll put them together later. Unless I can just slip it back. Bear with me, guys. Okay, I got it. And then these propellers just fold out. There we go. All transformed. Looks $1 million. Looks great. And here we have the blue one, which I got the blue one before. I think this is the original color, and the khaki one is more G1 color, but I've no idea. I'm just making it up. Another little cool animated one. And then we have Starscream from the second movie with his alien tattoos. Really cool design for Starscream. I like the movie designs. I don't care what hate they get. I really like the movie ones. Don't know what this character is. I don't even know what character this could be. Same design as the last, just different color. Maybe it is the same character. Here we have a bike. I thought I had RC and Elita 1, but I guess not. But this character's cool. It looks a bit like Wolverine. The head sculpt is very Wolverine-esque. And here we have Sentinel's shield. So Sentinel is complete now. Not tried the batteries, but everything seems to be working. So that's nice. It's quite a heavy piece of accessory, to be honest. Solid. Here we have the bits for Ratchet. So we have both Ratchets mostly complete. We're just missing the skid pad that covers the face underneath. But we have both racks, one for the original and then the other one for the white. And then here's the panels for the white for the doors. So with that, we can get them complete. We have the original small Ratchet from the movies. There's his arm. Spotted at the corner of my eye. I'll get this put back on. Nice. Here we have one of the wee Constructicons. I think this is the foot to the Devastator. I don't know if I'm going to build the Devastator on video. I might. If you guys want to see it, I might do it. But let me see if I can remember how to make it into the leg. Very simple. Yeah, there we go. See guys, it's second nature. I've done this for so long. There we go. Here's another one. I think this is the back of Devastator / shoulders. Pretty sure. Definitely a unique design. I love these construction cons, the Constructicons, especially these small scale ones. They're just very well designed. I think they're awesome. I used to carry these about a lot. And then we have two more. We have, I think one of them's Ravage and the other one's Rampage. Might be wrong. Ravage might be the cat. I don't know. Yell at me in the comments. Here we have the Fallen. So we've got the big Fallen and the micro Fallen. So nice. Maybe get a stop motion of a single parent family. Maybe Megatron can get in there. We'll see. And we have the red Ironhide, which I can transform right now because I loved this thing. And I think this is the G1 colors for Ironhide. Not very well versed with G1. I don't really have a care for G1. Nice. Cool colors. And here we have some sort of battle weapon. I'd imagine this is for Bumblebee or maybe another character. Don't remember playing with it too much. It's got an axe on it though. Only one I can imagine having an axe would be Optimus. But this feels like a Bumblebee weapon, so I'm sure, once again, you guys will tell me. But we'll continue on and see what else we can find. Another Constructicon. If you hear that, that's the guinea pigs. They love the Constructicons. Nice. I'm not sure, can I transform this one as well? I think I remember most of the Constructicon transformations because they are the smaller transformers. They're a wee bit more simple. Yeah. This is cool, man. I really like these designs and how simple they are. They're simple but so functional. And here we have some gun. I think this is for Hound. That's cool. We have one of the swords for Drift, the walking stick for the big Jetfire, so that's great. And we have the bottom tray for the Blackout, so if we can get the Scorponok, he would sit underneath, and there's a button you press that he will drop out. It's like a hidden door. Great detail on this though. Really simple silvery plastic with a black wash over it, but it brings out all the detail, and I think it looks really good. Yeah, I think it just sits like that underneath Blackout. When you push a button, it would drop out. Here we have the other gun for Hound. So 2 guns. I think there was 4. So here we have another gun. I'm going to say this is probably for Hound because I know it did come with 4, and there's 2 here, and then we've got 2 of the bigger ones. So I think that's Hound complete. And we've got another army guy. So that's great. We have the cannon and the missile for the Bumblebee that I took out the box first. So feels like the actual spring mechanism is broken, but we'll see if we can put this cannon back on his arm. I think it just pops on. Let's see. Yeah, nice. So that Bumblebee is complete, I think. I do think the missile is like the actual mechanism in the missile launcher is broken, but we do have it complete. Yeah, it just doesn't stay in the actual launcher, which is a bit of a shame, but at least it is complete. So yeah, here we have some more accessories, missiles, bit for I think the cement mixer, and here we have more random pieces. This is a bit for the big Starscream. Some blades for Blackhair. This is one of the skid plates for Ratchet. So we've got one of them, and we've got the big barrel for the big leader class Brawl. And I think this is the gun for Jetfire, and it still works. So that's cool. I think we've got Jetfire complete. The other 2 barrels for Brawl. Here we have the small Mixmaster, which is the oddest design for the small ones, mostly because it has the head of Devastator on it, which I'll show you in a second. Yeah. Very strange. I do like the fact that you can see the green through the eyes though. Looks good. Definitely unique. Got the bit for the big Mixmaster. Not sure what this guy's name is. I remember having this when the first movie came out, but I do not remember the name. Or maybe the second movie, I can't remember. But it is a cool design. It's a shame we're missing the leg. I think we've got a bunch of accessories here. I think Starscream and Shockwave. Another Constructicon, which is very different Decepticon because it doesn't actually transform much. It becomes like a scorpion, but not Scorponok. It's very unique. It looks good, nonetheless. And here's something that perhaps a younger audience won't have had experience with, but it's a phone with buttons. Very cool. I miss these. Missing an arm by the looks of it, which is a bit of a shame. Let's see if this one. Nice. Very cool design. I remember I had a Power Rangers phone that transformed into like a little character with arms and legs. Very similar to this, but super cool and really reflective of the age. But with all that being said, I mean, mostly we've just got instruction, some random Star Wars, Hot Wheels, and Army guys. So I think with that, I'm probably going to call it quits with these videos, unless you guys want to see more. But thank you guys so much for watching. We've got so much here, so thank you so much.